Okay, so I don't know, Sha. I don't know about Ona, but for me, I feel like they are using religion and tribal conflicts or war to hold down the true Nigeria that we are all looking for. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Because when people want to the youth, so because they are the one actually feeling the pain more, because the older people, some of them, they'd already give up the hope of any glory coming out of Nigeria. Then those who are in politics are making sure that nobody come out to speak. But for me, I feel like they are using religion and they are using tradition to scare people and to intimidate people, to see that anyone who's trying to rebel against the government or anyone trying to speak up against the government or who wants to be a little bit radical against the government is a rebel, or the person has no proper upbringing or whatsoever. It's a lie. Mokuna, remember the story of Jesus Christ in the Bible when he went to the synagogue in the beginning. As soon as he reached the synagogue, when he see all those people, they collect tax, they put table for everywhere. What did Jesus do? He kicked all the table away. He tell them, say, why are they gambling and playing all manner of things and collecting money from people unjustly and too much? You see, for me, I feel that the situation of Nigeria is getting worse because we are trapped, we are intimidated, and people are scared to actually go out there and do something. For me, I'm not a violence person. Anybody will know me, say me, I believe in dialogue. But for the current people we have in our country right now, they are not ready to even listen to anybody. They are not ready to come to a round table talk. Instead, they will deceive you to come to a round table talk, cramp you and throw you into prison, or name you a rebel or a terrorist or whatsoever. But the current Nigeria government, in a real sense, APC has failed. APC in all ramifications has failed. And in a really well-meaning system or a country, I expected that by now, if it's less as I don't like to compare Nigeria because I think it's a stupid comparison to relate Nigeria and America or any Western country, because they are older in democracy practice. If there's anything like democracy, I don't believe in democracy in the world. All over the world, I don't believe in democracy. But let's just assume that we get democracy. So I think they are older in experience. Nigeria is just about how many years old. So I don't really compare Nigeria with any of these more advanced acclaimed democracy countries. So for me, I feel like we don't rely on God too much. You know, when even in the Bible that we believed in, because Nigeria is a very religious country, and we believe that we have been praying, and God has taken vengeance. God don't revenge all these evil people. But you know what they say about freedom? Freedom is about action. Freedom is about step taking. Freedom is not just about writing on social media and all that, like what happened last Saturday. They deceived some people at that street, They deceived them at that street. And they thought that people will come, and people don't come. That's why it shocked a lot of them. And that's the country we are in right now. People are afraid because they freeze some people's account, and some people they are still under proper investigation by the government, and that's how they plan to intimidate people who are speaking up against the government. But I believe quite much that the majority of the people are far than all the military and the police put together, all the security agencies in Nigeria. They are less than the total population of the people. If really we really feel the pain of what is happening in our country, I believe that, I don't know, Sha. I don't think God gave me that grace. But if it happens that I have the grace to be in the front, to lead our people, to confront Buhari and his regime, not to fight him, not to do anything, to gently ask him to resign, and leave that place and let some capable people take care of the affairs of the country, because the situation of the country and the insecurity of the country is really, really, really out of hand. So as we speak right now, the federal government has asked or invited all 36 state governors, including the FCT minister, to Federal Executive Council, and the chairman of the occasion will be the Oyo State governor, which is currently facing a huge war between the headsmen, the Yoruba and the Hausas or the Fulanis in their state. If you are current or cover start with the news, you will see that a lot is going on, and Oyo State is on fire right now, as well as Ogun State and some other part of the western state. This is not really good at all. This is not really good, and this is the first time as a child or as an adult that I've seen something like this happening in Nigeria. In sequence, it's getting too much. People are no longer safe. Like a man returned from US after years to go and visit his family, only to be kidnapped and be killed. He's not the only one. One was arrested unjustly by his own sister for visiting his family home. Of course, there's a lot to that. There's so many things happening in Nigeria right now that you will feel so embarrassed if other nationals are actually reading the news that is spreading from Nigeria. And no thanks to Nigerian media. I keep saying it. Our journalists in Nigeria are trash, and I owe no apology for making this statement. Thank you for listening to me. My name is Harry. I talk and leave. No time to tell time. ALASCOSPICETV reach you live. Cheers.